What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 20 franchise video. And today I'm going to be doing a rebuild here. This is rebuilding the Texas Rangers, and I'm going to try. I already got a stream out. I streamed yesterday the Reds franchise, and I actually did extremely well. It's an hour and 45-minute stream. I don't expect you to go back and watch it, but I won 2 World Series and made the playoffs all 4 years with the Reds. We traded for
The first-year player draft
Aaron Nola was on the team. There were some good players on the team. But usually in franchise, you know, there's just some players that are cheap and that aren't like good trade value, but they just play so well. One of them being like Mitch Garver is just a steal in franchise. You'll see I pick up Mitch Garver in this one. But this is a voiceover because I realized I didn't have the right audio file. It just got lost, so I'm gonna be doing a voiceover here for this one, unfortunately, but we're gonna make it work. So get into this rebuild. Texas Rangers, they were predicted in the 2020 season. Here's one of the trades that I make. I pick up Maeda, Duffy, and Clippard for some prospects. A nice little starter in Maeda. Here's the roster. Here's what the roster is going to be looking like about halfway through the year. As you can see, I had Eddie Rosario. That was the trade with Maeda. That was halfway through the year. I'm starting this one halfway through the year, but I traded for Matt Olson, Eddie Rosario, and Trevor May at the beginning of this rebuild. As you can see, there's Matt Olson. I'm not lying. Everything I'm lying. Well, here it is right here. Olson and Rosario on the screen. Those two ended up being absolutely huge for us. And then Trevor May's down there. But here's another trade. This was at the trade deadline. Jameson Taillon, and we end up picking another reliever, I believe. We pick up Feliz. Just for Lance Lynn, getting $10 million out of there and some prospects. We're simulating through the year. We finished, unfortunately, we weren't good enough to finish the postseason that year, but we finished 86 and 76. The Rangers were projected to finish with 76 wins. There you go. We signed Jonathan VR. That's a big signing for us. He's an 89 overall. We signed Jonathan VR. We're gonna offer Kirby Yates too here this offseason. This is the same offseason. We got a lot of cap space. We're offering Kirby Yates a lot of money here. That's about $10 million a year, and he ends up accepting that deal. And we get Kirby Yates. There it is. You can see it right there. Kirby Yates on the squad. Adding, as you can see, Taillon. And Maeda. There's Yates. Trevor May's in there. Tyler Duffy's in there. Those are some other guys we added. And VR at a 93. VR, we plug him in the lineup. We found out VR is a 93. He's going to be batting leadoff. If you look on the left, there you go. Luis Arias picked him up from the Twins. He ended up being huge. Olson, Rosario. Gallo's already on the squad. And Odor's actually on the bench because Arias was playing so good. I traded with him for the Twins. Here's another trade we do. We didn't have a third baseman. Our third baseman was 67 overall, so we end up trading Odor, a prospect third baseman, and we try to find another guy here. We do for Hunter Dozier and Trevor Rosenthal and Jorge Soler. So that's actually really big upgrades for the squad there. Team's so good that Joey Gallo is actually on the bench. But let's. What was I was going to say something earlier, but I'm just setting the lineup here. A little bit of time for me to just talk about how this rebuild went. The first year we didn't make the playoffs. I'm looking here to see what Texas was projected to do. We went 86 and 76. The real life projections for Texas this year was supposed to be, they were supposed to finish at 79 and 83. So we finished quite a bit better. 7 wins better than what people projected us to. We almost made the playoffs, almost got that wild card spot. But it just took a couple more pickups. We got VR in there. We added him and Yates in free agency. Added Soler and Dozier in trades. And Trevor Rosenthal. Just still sitting in the lineup. We got VR's batting leadoff. Pretty consistent lineup. Only thing is 75 overall. Danny Santana in center field. So I'm just looking to upgrade that. That's really the only thing I'm looking to upgrade. We're going to make a trade here soon, I believe, as we get closer to spring training. Now we're halfway through, or not halfway through, we're into next year, and look where we are, 3.5 games back. So we ended up didn't make a trade, but we're one game out of the wild card spot, and it's draft day. So we're not even in the All-Star break yet, and we're playing pretty well. We're quite a few games over 500. The team's playing well. Now I think we simulate a little bit further ahead to the All-Star race, and we start winning games here. We start winning, beat Seattle in a series, lose to Minnesota. Moncada to the Rays there. Just a little bit of simulation here. Yeah, we're starting to win some games now. Sweep Seattle. Beat Miami. Little trade offer there. I'm not trading away Corey Kluber. He's been hot. As you can see, I got a lot of guys that are hot right now. We're doing pretty well as a team. We're gonna take a look where we are. We're 5 games out of the division, but we're now in the wild card game. And it's not even the All-Star game or All-Star break. We got time to make this up. We start simming. We're gonna sim to the All-Star game with Merrifield. Big deal. And we start losing. We win. I mean, it was an up and down year. It was an up and down year for us. Win that game. Skip through there. Some trades going on. Sim the trade deadline prep. Do some contract extensions and whatnot. Look at where we are. We're now 1.5 games out of the division lead. And now we're secure in the wild card spot. Here's a trade that's a big trade that we make. Trading away Trevor Rosenthal. I'm looking at his stats to see if he's worthy enough. If I want to really trade him away, or is he a big piece? But we end up getting, if I'd show it, come on, get off his stats. Let's see the trade, man. Jose Barrios and Mitch Garver, huge, big starting pitcher, up and coming prospect in Barrios, and a position we needed at catcher, replacing Chirinos. Absolutely huge trade there. Garver and Barrios ended up being just the clutchest people ever. Now we're gonna start winning some games. We sweep Minnesota, almost sweep Cleveland, and now we're 78. Or not that. I was looking at the Braves. We're out 9.5 games ahead of Houston for first place because of that trade deal, Garver and Barrios. We are secure. I mean, we are now secure. I would say for the playoffs. Minor league teams didn't make it. Big deal. We're making it. End up winning a lot of games here at the end of the year. And boom. Win the division. 96 win season. And we're going to the playoffs. So let's take a look here. We got a series against Cleveland. We're down 2-1. And now we're going into game 5. This is it. The first series are only up to 5 games. So this is like the game 7 if you want to call it. And I end up going through a little quick manage, and I'm going to take you through this quick manage as well. I'll drink water. I've been talking so much. I'm going to go with Tyone, my ace. He's been my ace for the year. And they got Bieber on the mound. Shane Bieber. An ERA of 6. I'm looking at the lineup here.
Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow. And
I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. I'm just messing around. Here we go. Play some ball. I don't know when the first run comes. Olsen gets on base there. Tyone's pitching a good game so far. Andrews leads it off with a single. Soler gets a single. Olsen an RBI single. Dozier with a 2 RBI triple. Garver with an RBI single. A 4-run 4th inning. Now we're up 4-0. Tyone comes out, gets a shutdown inning. They're already in the bullpen. Bullpen pitcher comes in, gives up a hit. Soler with 1 out. Runners on the corners. I don't know what happened there. Fielder's choice. Apparently a run doesn't score. Whatever. Leadoff walk. 2 walks. Fly out. Ground out. And VR walks. And Andrews grounds out. Tyone's still pitching a hell of a game out here. Now he gives up a home run. Not a big deal. He comes back. Gives up another run, but we're still up 2. I'm going to go to the bullpen next. Dozier with an RBI double. Hunter Dozier, man. That was a big trade. Gallo batting out of the 9th spot. RBI single. We're up 6-2. It's pretty safe now. I'm going to go to the bullpen and bring in Jose Leclerc. 87 overall. He's going to come in and get a 1-2-3 inning. I don't think we score here. We don't. I'm going to go to my closer, Kirby Yates, who we signed in the offseason. He's going to come in and get us a shutdown save for the division series. And now we're going to the ALCS against Minnesota, a team that we literally took every one of their players. We took Garver from them. We took Rosario from them. We took Barrios from them. We took Maeda, Trevor May. Who else did we take? I mean, we took so many players from the Twins. Luis Arias. Come out, win the first game. Come out, win the second game. Tyone versus Dobnak. Tyone's not going to lose.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans.
Obviously, Tyone doesn't lose. So he's going to get the win. And then Tyone, we got him going again. Or no, never mind. This is Tyone. Loss. And a win. 8-7. Nail biter. We're going to the World Series against the Dodgers here. Tyone versus Buehler, game 1. 7 runs. Offense comes out to play. Take the loss in game 2. Series is split. Now we got Kluber takes a loss. I simmed through here. We win the World Series. In Game 7, we win the World Series. Getting into the next year, so I've already got one World Series under my belt. I get an 88 overall shortstop Marcus Semien because we had 80 overall Elvis Andrus, who was getting old. I pick up Aaron Bummer and then another player for, I didn't even see who it was for, but all I know is Aaron Bummer is so huge for us coming up here. Aaron Bummer is absolutely crucial. And then obviously Marcus Semien, ginormous. So taking a look where we are, I think it's the trade, or I think it's the draft is where we sim to. No, All-Star Week. Here's the trade. Max Scherzer at 85 overall starting pitcher. This is the last piece of the puzzle, and we're getting Elvis Andrus out of there. $15 million contract. Trade him away. Pick up Max Scherzer. Now we're at the trade deadline. Or that was the trade deadline. Now we're going to sim ahead to contract extensions. I want to look. I hope I look and see where I'm in the standings. We're winning a lot of games now. Starting pitching, the pitching staff is unbelievable. All the players, the lineup is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. I was really making some good trades. We've already got 88 wins, and we still got a month left of baseball. We are 3 games ahead of the Angels for first place in the division. Everyone's playing well. I didn't look at the roster, but it's okay. You can see the starting pitchers up in the top left. Barrios, Kluber, Tyone, Scherzer, Maeda. I mean, that's a good staff right there. End up playing decent to finish the year out, but we still win the division. 1 game shy of 100 wins, which I would have loved to have a 100-win season. We're going to be taking on Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs. We didn't have the best record, so we're going to have to take on Minnesota in the first round. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2 goes to us. We need one more win, and Kluber comes in and gets that win, 8-5. Who do we play? I think we got the Yankees next. No. We got the Yankees next. Garrett Cole on the mound for them. We win. Tyone on the mound. Tyone doesn't lose. Guys, seriously. Tyone is going to be on the trade deadline for you. If you're ever doing a franchise and you want a player to get, please take Tyone. So the series ends up going down to Game 7. And we win. I simulate through it. I didn't do a quick manage. I simulated through it. And now we got the Dodgers again. It's a rematch of the World Series. We split the first 2 games. Now we're down 1-3 or 3-1. We lose, and we got defeated in the World Series. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.